Attention, friends, family of Mr. Sagan. He's just passed and, well, he wasn't carrying a totem of undying. I know. That's right. Light's Dread has been blown up by a creeper. Now, we can finally ask in peace, what was that game called, Mirror, that he perfected on Steam? What was it about?
I met Sagan at the deli we worked at together at Deli World. We would make the sandwiches, the Sagan sandwiches, the Sagwiches, all that good stuff. It was good times. Good times. It's a shame. Shame it's over.
How do I know Sagan? That's actually a funny story. We actually have the same fentanyl dealer. So we met at one of the, they call them blow parties. It's not the kind of blow you're thinking, but it's just as much fun. I met him there. We were both, we both reached for the same pipe, hands touched. It was magical, really. It was a moment we'll never forget. It was sparks instantly.
I knew Sagan from when I went to high school. We went to the same shop together, IST, Information Systems Technology. He would always sit at his desk, kind of half asleep, sometimes playing Smite.
So the first time I met Sagan, I went to his house and he didn't have any furniture. It was just all deck patio furniture. And he was showing me Wojak memes on his phone. It was female Wojak memes. And then him and his weird test tube baby roommate made me take a political compass quiz.
Eskimo cousins.
Man, I met that dude. We were working at Walmart almost 7 years ago. I was in electronics. He was in electronics. And my first day I see this big lanklet walking up to me, scribbling on a Post-it note. And on it said, Light's Dread. And he was like, man, you gotta watch my Twitch someday. I was in love. I was enamored with that beautiful man straight from the get-go. This Chad, 6'4" alpha that Twitch streams. I was head over heels, man, from day one. I worked with him for close to 4 years, and I never watched that shit once. I didn't care.
Hello? Yes, I am Professor Sagan D. Shaw. I am a professor at Middlesex College, a professor of Jorkology. I never really knew my biological father, Sagan Shaw. I did a lot of research. I was looking around, but when I had heard that he had passed, I had to dig deeper, had to dig into more details, as it is. A long time ago, back in the 80s, Sagan was kind of on hard times, so he decided that he wanted to donate to a sperm bank. That's how I came, pun intended, to be. However, apparently his DSLs, his drug sperm levels were too high, so they wouldn't really accept it. Didn't stop him from trying. And he tried, and he tried, and he tried, and, well, that's how he passed. Dehydration. But little miracles. A little bit of him got on a nurse's shoe, and she walked back into the back and got into the vat, and, well, out came me.
So back in 1875, I met Sagan at the first Jack Daniels distillery, meeting the very Mr. Jack Daniels. He was giving away free alcohol because the government was going to butt-fuck him on taxes. I met him there, and we were best friends. Were best friends. Then he threw me into feudal Japan.
How'd I meet Sagan?
in a parking lot outside of our community college. I was 17, taking adult classes because it was an advanced class in high school. All those fucking losers were jealous of me because public high school, they were all busy throwing each other out of windows. True story. It was pretty fun. We hung out in the parking lot a lot, talked about working at the deli. Weirdly enough, we talked about one of his coworkers' deli fetishes. That was weird. I still go to that deli. Honestly, I don't think it was a coworker. I think he was just talking about himself, but said coworker to make it sound okay. I don't know. I was 17. He was like 23, I think. Which, that's a normal age gap for friends, right?
He was a very, very good man from what I knew, except he was a very suspicious man. He would disappear early from dinner and go off and have these. I would hear the phone call sometimes because I'm a little nosy, and I'd say I'm gonna go to the bathroom because it was a consistent thing. He'd go maybe 5 times in a night. He would be on his phone for quick 5-minute calls and then come right back. But it was consistent throughout the night, and I couldn't tell the voice on the other side of the phone. I couldn't tell, but it sounded masculine. And sometimes when he'd be with his friends, I think I'd see him very close to a certain individual. And I don't want to allude to anything, but I don't trust him. But he was a good man. He was funny, he was charismatic. I just think he was doing dirty things.
So I started dating Josh, and he was Josh's roommate. He kept to himself for the most part. He'd go to work, come back, go to his room and game, do it all again the next day.
We met when I was working at Walmart. He was just... we really whipped that boy into shape. Like, he was one of the worst associates I've seen. My old physics teacher came in one time. This isn't a joke. He looked at Sagan, and Sagan fumbled a TV or something, knocked something over, and he was just so nasty looking at Sagan. And I went, that boy needs help. I gotta fix him. I said hi to Larry, my professor. And then I said, this white boy, this tall white boy right here, this tall, nubile, 18 to 19-year-old piece of ass, I'm gonna fix him. And I think I made him worse.
Hey, what's up, man?
Do you have any idea how late you are?
Look, the traffic on the Merritt was crazy. You want me to just sit right here?
Yeah.
You don't mind if I eat these, right?
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, hey, sweet. Cool. Here, I'll just put them, actually, I'll just put them down right there. So what's up? What's this thing, what's this for? Oh, right, okay, so, there's this one time I was in LA, I was meeting up with some celebrities, as I do. And
Dude, not what we're talking about, is it?
no, it's fine. Look, it's a good story. So when I was out in LA and I was driving my imported Lamborghini, and I was booking maybe 125, middle of the day, swerving in between families of 4, really keeping them on their toes.
That's not what we're here to talk about. You did get the texts, right?
Yeah. You're talking about life stories, and I didn't read it, but besides the point. So as I'm driving, this jackass cuts me off. So I pull up to the side of him, I flip him off, and I'm like, "Hey, fuck you,
Dude.
It was Timothy Chalamet. That does not know how to drive." But I mean,
Dude,
he's like,
dude. This is about Sagan.
"Oh yeah, I love Sagan." So Sagan, actually, now that you're talking about Sagan, there was one time he and I were out on my yacht, and I got this smoking hot babe for him. and he was like pissing his pants. He was like so nervous because he's, before Izzy, he's never been with an attractive woman. So, I'm taking him around the yacht. I introduce him. She's got these big fucking titties, these big mommy milkers. They were totally fake. Totally fake. They were firm as a fucking basketball. Dude. But, wait. Listen to this one. And then, so, as we're on the yacht and stuff, we get into, not turbulence, but, like high seas. It's getting a little crazy. And as we're eating dinner, she spills the fucking Cabernet Sauvignon all over her white dress. Fucking idiot. Oh my god.
Dude.
Well, it's such a good time. What?
Sagan's dead.
What?
This is a memorial video for Sagan.
You're joking.
No.
You got me. You got me.
We've been doing interviews with all of his friends and loved ones.
Where? Are you serious?
Extremely. Where are you going? Come back. We have so many more questions.
He used to live in here. He used to sleep right over there in the corner. Now all I do is make little George Floyd joint holders and sell them on Etsy. He's really dead?
Very.
I met Sagan through his lovely wife, his lovely fiance actually. It's such a shame that that happened the way it did. But it was great meeting him. How did he die? Something about a basement or something else. I don't even know. Listen, all I know, he was a great friend. My greatest memory with him, he was just always there for me. When I needed $500 to buy a bong, he was there for me. And he didn't even ask any questions. He just said, go for it. He was just a lovely person. I'm going to miss him so much. Cameras are off, right?
No. No, they're on.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Wait, do you want me to
So do you wanna know what I really think about Sagan passing? Something. Did you know that his wife has a lot of connections? She's actually part of the 1%. Sagan actually, when I met him, he just became a 33rd degree goon mason. And I don't know what that has to do with anything, but the fact that there's a lot of people in his, I'm going to say inner circle that are connected to, I don't know, an island or something. I don't know, just something about cats and basements and latex and a lot of... Was Izzy... I have a question. Was Izzy, what was she drinking when you saw her? Because I never saw her without a drink.
During the interview?
Yeah. Because I know you guys did. Of course, you would go to her first, right?
Pretty sure it was wine.
Yeah. What color was it?
White, maybe like a Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Or a Pinot Grigio.
Cat piss. What do you think they're fucking farming them for? They get the cats all riled up with the fucking toys, and then they just start pissing everywhere, and it's the best fucking high you'll ever have. But we'll never know about it. Why won't we ever know about it? Because we can't afford that many cats. Why do you think they have so many cats? Because they've been selling it for decades. This country was built off of selling cats. What do you think that guy's doing? I saved him! You don't know what's going on through here. I don't know if you're gonna use this or not, if this is gonna get cut, but let's just say you're gonna hear a lot of stories, and I just want you to think about where a lot of that money came from after he died. I never heard about life insurance before this, so hey. All I know is that he would defend his person and not let anyone trample over him, so let's just see who he's connected to.
How did Sagan die? Well, I ran into his mom at Walmart. This gorgeous girl, Ketamine Kelly. She didn't actually deal ketamine. She just used it. And she told me he was sick. He wasn't gone yet, but he was sick. And he had cancer. And that, I was like, whoa. It was like, was I surprised that Sagan Shaw would get diagnosed with cancer? Yeah. Not really, but do I think he deserved it? Yeah, kind of. And I went to go visit him in the hospital, and they told me he already didn't have a whole lot of time left. I guess he had been percolating in his heart, his myocardium specifically, for 2 years maybe. So by the time they caught it, it was end stage. And I go into his room, and he's just strapped to his fucking bed, and toilet paper all over him like a mummy, and there was just a penis pump just going and that's how I knew it was bad, that he wasn't going to be around for much longer. And they were giving him his last wish. He had this a VR headset just on his face, and he was watching all of his favorite hentai videos, and I didn't even try to talk to him. He was in bliss. I didn't want to wake him up from that nirvana he was in. So I walked up to his IV tube as I was about to leave. I wanted to give him a gift. And I took his little tube, and I blew air into it. And he started seizing up, having a fucking grand mal seizure. And he climaxed. He climaxed. He busted. One last time. And I left. That's how I found out he died, because apparently he died maybe 20 minutes after I left. I wish I stayed a little bit longer to help clean him up or something, but that was it.
I heard it was complications from toxoplasmosis or something. Apparently lived in some insane guy's house with a bunch of cats. This is a dangerous place.
So I went to the range with him. He brought his revolver. He shot at the target. Shot 5 shots, all of them missed. Then he starts flipping his gun around, just trying to look cool, drops it right on the floor, lands with the barrel straight up, boom, right up the dome, brains everywhere. I actually got a little bit from the scene. I don't know if I'm supposed to have this, but there's some of Sagan's brain. You want some? No. More for me.
The sandwich. It was a sandwich. So, Sagan had a sandwich called the sandwich at the deli. And, it required a certain amount of Sagan's blood. And I really liked. I was a freak for it. And Reese was the one in charge of extracting the blood. And I think Reese just, Sagan was praised so much for being your go-to deli guy, the meat slicer, the meat handler. He was called the meat handler. I think Reese just got tired of being the meat handler apprentice. And he just got so tired of being the meat handler apprentice. And I think this time he went too far with the blood. I saw him die. I couldn't talk about it because it was so traumatic. I mean,
blood has never bothered me, and that was, he was just there, and who was I gonna talk to? I don't have friends.
No one was telling me anything. They didn't really understand kind of the role I had in his life, which, I mean, I understand. We were keeping it really kind of, on the down low, but his death, it came out of nowhere. He wasn't at any of the parties recently. None of our mutuals have seen him, and this is how we all found out. It's surprising. You ever really kind of surprised by something, but you also kind of saw it coming? I'm surprised it happened now, but there isn't any other way I could see him going.
It's probably that fucking Volkswagen Beetle outside of the deli with the porn cupid on it. It's reckless driving is a serious problem at that intersection over there, and he just kept standing in that intersection randomly sometimes after work, because apparently the deli is hell, quote unquote. I don't know. I've never been to hell. Apparently, community college is close enough, so.
It's crazy. I always knew that he had just this fetish for gasoline. Like, he loved that shit, but I didn't really expect him to cause such, like, an accident. But can we really call it an accident if it was intentional? It was this freak gasoline incident where he just doused his entire home, his car, and himself in gasoline, and just said, "I will become the sun," and just lit himself on fire. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen, and I didn't stop him. What was I supposed to do? Say, no, don't cause fire? I'm a pyromaniac, bro. Like, that shit was crazy. God rest his soul, though, Fuck. I could have stopped him that whole time. That's the sad part. I could have stopped him, but it was so cool looking. Like, he knew what he was doing. But I could have stopped him. I didn't, though. And that's the guilt I have to live with every day. My friend's gone, but he gave me one of the greatest send-off gifts,
I was informed that he died at his computer from I don't know what. My cousin is very not open about what happened with something that was given to her. She won't open up about it to me. She won't tell me about it. She won't tell me about the death. But I know that he was playing Smite and he was queued for a match. And that's all I know. I don't know much else. I think it was just a lot of things, but one night I came home from the pharmacy and he was in the office and, I made dinner for him and, I went to go get him for dinner and I went in there and, he was at the old gamer station and he had his Smite open and he was queuing for a game on his main monitor, and usually he has his main monitor is Smite, and then the top one he's got his like brainwash like YouTube little thing going, and in the corner he's got his like little gooner like Pornhub links and stuff, casual Sagan activity. So I went over and told him, "Why are you queuing for a game? I told you dinner was going to be ready in 5 minutes." And I touched his body and, his chair kind of swiveled and I saw he was purple and naked and dead. And he had, that was the night he overdosed on fentanyl. It was laced with snake aids. He was a big Snades fan. I think he gave me Snades. That kind of fucking sucks.
I'm guessing the kidney stones finally got to him. I told him, man, when your piss is chemotherapy orange and your kidney stones are the size of nickels, there's something horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. He just never took it seriously. Dying of kidney stones.
Wait, he died? Fuck, those samurai are good. See, he made the mistake of trying to join the Hokage. He should have joined me and Asa Akira. What a shame.
I actually did a Ancestry.com when I was searching for my biological father. Fun fact, I'm about 8% Quaalude. Interesting find. My favorite memory was when I was on the nurse's shoe, right? As a little itty-bitty tadpole. And seeing my father out on the floor, sprawled out, dried up like a California raisin, hitting the Peter Griffin pose, it was... Thank you. It's the only memory I got of him, man. Oh. Wait, why are you asking so many questions? Are you a fucking cop? You're a fucking cop?
No, we're not cops. No.
My favorite moment of Sagan? There's so many to pick from, man. It's probably... I remember this time we were going for a walk, and we walked by it was one elementary school. I don't remember which one. It might have been Cook Hill. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I just see this dude book it on all fours after this 7-year-old kid, and he takes her. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, this is a child abduction exercise, and they failed. They let me take this child without any opposition whatsoever. And he didn't give her back. We took her back to Josh's house, and he's dating her now. It's crazy. And that's probably my number one top 1 Sagan Shaw moment. Number 2, that's not the question, but number 2 would probably be the time he got busted for... What was it? It wasn't child porn, that's probably what you're thinking. It's probably what you're expecting. It's not. I think it was child sex trafficking? I don't know. What he got charged with is irrelevant. It's just when he got busted for it, when the police swarmed his house, the look on his face was just priceless. They took him to the station. I had to bail him out. I was like, man, what did you do? He said, they're saying I trafficked kids or whatever. I don't even got a car. How could I get stuck in traffic? And that actually got him out on a technicality. So he didn't do any time for it. Yeah, those are my top 2 favorite moments for sure. I fucking miss that guy.
Well, when he died, of course. I didn't know the samurai used guns. Guess they shouldn't have given him the AK-47. Damn, they're good at aiming. Took my fucking big toe off with it. Don't know why I tried to join his ass either. That was a fucking waste of time. Dumb bastard.
So I work at the fish store next to his deli. Very nice deli. But he'd come in there sometimes and look around, see all the cool fish that we got in. Got new ones every week. It was great. One week some guy dropped off this massive hog of a fish. Massive Oscar, probably 15 years old, gorgeous, under 18. His favorite sort of fish. He went over to the big tank that put the Oscar in, and he pulled him out, opened up his mouth and held him at hip length. He was like, look at this fish. I was like, that's an awesome fit. Why are you holding it there? No, that's fine. That's fine. You can hold your fish however you want, but he seemed to have a lot of fun holding the fish, and he put it back. He was like, can you bag this guy up for me? I was like, Sagan, you don't have a fish tank. He was like, yeah, I know, I just want to set one up. And I was like, oh, sure, here you go, fish, take it home. He was having fun, he was pretty excited about the fish. Setting in mind of this one girl he met in an elementary school parking lot. He had a really big habit of meeting young girls in parking lots. That's good on him. But fish, I'm pretty sure he had that fish give him a blowjob. I don't judge. I can't say I haven't done something similar.
I heard that Sagan died from suicide in jail, or he either killed himself or someone killed him, because he was arrested when he went to Best Buy one time and he had like a problem with his computer. They found a bunch of like child porn and like lolly hentai stuff there, and then they called the cops on him, and that was that. I never heard from him again.
This guy's here to meet a 13-year-old boy.
Dude, are you still here?
You're still here.
Go look at the bike.
Yo.
(911), what's your emergency?
Oh, I'm just calling because I went to go milk my cows and the damn cow been deflated. It's completely flat.
Deflated, sir?
It's the cow. It's out of everything inside of it. It's all gone except the skin. It's completely deflated.
Have you seen anybody out in your fields lately?
No, but right in front of it looks like someone drew in its blood. It says, Sagan was here. Also, I'm a pedophile.
Okay, what is your address, sir?
123 Easy Street.
Uh-huh. And I would like you to clarify the writing on the ground real quick.
Sure, it says Sagan was WUZ here, and also it says I'm a pedophile, lol.
Okay, we'll send the officers out to your location.
Alright, thank you.
Hi, I'm Officer Fitzgerald with the Middlefield Police Department. I'm looking for Sagan Shaw.
He was
Sagan,
a 13-year-old girl.
You've got a warrant out for your arrest. I need you to put your hands behind your back.
You gotta post my bail.
No.
All right, come with me, sir.
You know, I called several times on this guy. About fucking time somebody took care of him.
I think my favorite memory is when he proposed to me. He actually got off the game and came to the bedroom. I was trying to sleep, but he was like, I got a really important question for you. I like your cooking and you always clean the house, so will you marry me? And I said, oh my God, yes! So the wedding never came because, we got to the church and I was expecting to see him at the altar as my father was walking me down the aisle, but he wasn't there. And I texted him. I was like, dude, where the fuck are you? And he was like, I'm sorry, I'm getting one more match in. I'll be there in like maybe 35 minutes. I said, 35 minutes? Why so long? He's like, I just haven't showered in 25 days. So, might as well shower for the wedding day. It's the least I can do for you. I, took up some hobbies, I guess, super into the wine tasting. I got a friend of a friend of a friend's brother's sister's girlfriend's boyfriend's fiance's friend's father's sister who got me into this really good stuff, so really big fan of it. Don't believe what the people tell you about it, but I'm something I like to do. And I love my cat. He's awesome. But it's just I have a Sagan-shaped hole in my snade heart, and I just really can't believe he gave me snades. I'm actually really struggling with it, like really fucking bad. I have genital warts in the shape of snakes. because of my snades. That sucks really bad. I really don't like that he gave me snades. I can't get over it. I'm gonna take it to my grave. And I will be dying soon because I have chronic snades. It's not, it's no laughing matter, snades. It affects 2 in 4 people. So, looking at you, you may have snades. 2 out of 4 people are affected by snades every single day. 2 out of 4 people wake up, they look at their genitals and they're like, fuck, I have snades. You know how hard it is to get laid when you have snades? Bitches don't even want to fucking look at you, dude. Because of your snake aids. And I just wish I didn't have fucking snake aids, and now that my fiance is dead, I can't even fucking fuck anything, dude. Anything, dude. Because of my snake aids. My XP bar is so low.
He was once our chauffeur to Owl Shop. It's a place we all like to hang out at. He was a big cigar guy. He knew his cigars. And he was driving us home that night, and he almost drove us into the barricade on I-91. I don't know what he got distracted by, but he was like, and not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. But yeah, speaking of Owl Shop, there's a restaurant near the Owl Shop where Josh and I went for our first year anniversary, and we tried this wine from New Zealand. I just ordered a glass, and I smell it, and it smells like one of our cats, Rutherford. It smells like his piss. And I'm like, there's no way. And I take a little sip. I tell you, it tastes, not that I've ever drank Rutherford's piss. It's not me, not for me. But if I were to drink Rutherford's piss, this wine would taste like it. And then I give it to Josh. I'm like, dude, you gotta try this. This is... And he sniffed it. He's like, bleh! Took a little sip, said the same thing. I can't drink wine anymore. I mean, I've switched. Makes me gag every time. I don't know how Izzy does it.
Hi! What's up? What's going on? What's going on, man?
Hey, just had a few more questions.
Okay. One second, let me...
So I had a quick question about the cats.
Yeah?
Is there any reason you have so many cats?
Well, I have my cat, but then my roommates have 2 cats, so they're not really all my cats.
And is there any connection for like a special drug ring with the cats? We heard some things from some other testimonies.
No, who would tell you that?
We can't disclose that.
No. I'm actually so sober right now, it's not even funny, so.
I mean, what would the cat's urine have to do with drugs?
Okay, so. Why are we talking about cat piss? Like, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, do you have a minute?
No. Actually, I think you should leave. My roommates are gonna be coming home soon.
I mean, we just had a few more questions.
No.
We just
no,
a few more.
It's
just
okay.
a few more.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thanks.
It's hard to pick one favorite memory of Sagan from all the experiences we've had in our times. I don't really know where it kind of started. It could have been when we would just kind of talk longer than normal. Minutes past like seconds. It could have been, just the way he would always kind of laugh. We'd always, really get along easily. Could have been the barbaric fucking we do, as if we hated each other. It was, whew, oh, it was something else, man. I'm gonna be chasing that dragon for hours.
There was that time he got us all banned from the owl shop because he kept demanding to see the owl. And he wouldn't let up. He was real drunk. Got into a fight with Kevin St. James and everything.
When he was drunk and he decided that he was a pirate, so he turned his shirt into a flag and ran out with no shoes into the snow, screaming about the fact that he needed to get to his ship, and then ran directly into a hood of a car.
Honestly, my favorite moment was seeing his brains get blown out. He had it coming. He used to do that shit all the time, man. It was just, I was happy to see it just happen.
One of the best times I've ever had with Sagan. We were all hanging out at my place. No hookers. Was poor back then. I had just bought a house. Barely had any money. Bought a Tesla. I had nothing. I had a girlfriend. Loving family. Some of the best friends on earth. I mean, I was really as poor as it gets. I had nothing. I mean, I was truly, before my mogul status came around. And, we're all hanging out as friends do. And Sagan had this fantastic idea. What he did is he took wine, red wine, like a really cheap $8 bottle, and he mixed it with a little bit of milk. When I say a little bit, I mean probably like a cup's worth. And he chugged it. And he was already drunk at this point. Then he vomited everywhere, violently, and he felt horrible. Honestly, one of the most cherished moments of Sagan that I've ever had. It was so real of him to do that and sacrifice his body for art.
Oh, favorite memory. There's gotta be something in there. Oh, how we feeling? You know. You watching this. That's right, I know. Simple and clean is the way you're making me feel tonight, huh? That dude really had a fucking problem for Kingdom Hearts. In a way, I'm glad he's gone, because we're purging the earth of the cancer that is Kingdom Hearts. Favorite memory, though? Is it wrong if I have nothing?
Reese just got tired of being the meat handler apprentice, and he went too far. I saw him die.
Yeah, I fucking did it.
Hello, everyone. My name's Chris. Some of you might know me as Airsoft Fatty, and if it looks like I just got out of a workout, I'd say you're a very perceptive person because, when I had the news broke to me of Sagan's passing, he's just one of those guys that you stop exactly what you're doing in the exact moment, and you pay some respect, and you take a second to remember the guy because he was a good person. He's a real man's man. You see, I don't know why the great creator, the one that set us upon this earth, that has put faith upon us, or, I don't know what the great one's plan is, right? But for some reason, it was their plan to take Sagan away from us, and it was said that it had to be in such a accidental and quite honestly heartbreaking way. But if I could say a few things, I would say this. Sagan was one of the most creative and one of the most resilient individuals I've come to meet. A man who could look adversity in the eyes and, well, he'd look at it and offer it a tea. And if not tea, and he was in the mood, he might even offer him a drink. The thing is, right, Sagan was a good guy. No one really had much bad to say. Well, save for the fact that he passed away, and it leaves a big hole in a lot of our hearts. And I know that he's left some pretty big shoes to fill, but I'd like to think he's helped imprint a lot of lessons and knowledge onto people all around us today that knew him personally. And, well, I'd like to think that his memory is going to live on through the lessons we've learned from him and the things we can apply. So tonight, let's all take a moment to remember him for the man he was, the inspiration they left behind, and the legacy that shall forever live on. Remember, everyone, life's too short not to live in full force, so do yourself a favor. Live your life to the fullest. It's what Sagan would have wanted.
It's almost magic, lost in translation, moving mountains, you and I, caught in the middle, like in the 2000s, we were dancing. Can you love a little longer? It's a little stronger. Giving into my own device. Even for the moment, all the right components. Handle me with care in this life. Maybe nothing lasts forever. God is so much greater. Knowing we were sharing this time. Find each other later and see it through together. We can live it out again twice. I am a fool.
Hey, Sagan, so are you shocked as I am that we just found out that Alan is an anti-Semite and fucking hates Jews, wishes that they burn at the stake?
Appalled.
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
Happy birthday, Sagan. I hope this was all fucking worth it.
Oh God!
God, I don't know how this is going to turn out in the edit.
So many hours on this.
This is something else.
If I was getting paid, I would have made like 12 grand.
We're doing this for free.
For free.
Fucking free, dude.
Free.
I hope you appreciate this.
Yeah, I mean, well, Ben still owes me a hand job. Ben, I'm holding you to that, by the way.
I don't know who Ben is.
Ben. You know our Ben. He's gonna be there.
I don't. He's in the Discord, but I don't know who he is.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, Ben, you still owe me a hand job. Don't act like you didn't make that promise. All right, fuck you. You owe me a hand job. A sloppy one too. You need to spit all over that shit. All right.
Happy birthday, Sagan.
Happy birthday, Sagan.
Simple and clean is the way you're making me feel tonight. Regardless of warning, the future doesn't scare me at all.
I love you, Sagan.
Nothing's like before.
Gun Park goes here.